everybody? It's time for Mat Therapy. So we're still working on a new studio and some audio equipment. So this is the last week of shitty audio, we hope. Hang in there with us. We're working on it. We acknowledge it's bad. We know it is. So just hang in there with us. We're working on it. It's getting better.
It's only going to get better.
It's only going to get better, you guys. What up? What's going on? We are at the Mat Therapy headquarters, better known as Donna and Jonathan's house. So say hi, because we got the entire Mat Therapy crew in the house today, and the dogs. Say hi, everybody.
What's up, everyone? I'm Jonathan.
Hi, everybody. Drew.
I'm Becky.
And this is Mango. If you're just listening, she's adorable. And we've also got
This is Oscar.
and Daphne in the house.
And Daphne's over there in the corner.
If you hear any snorting, it's them.
It's Mango.
It's definitely Mango.
It's really Donna.
Where are you
It's
going?
really Donna.
Where are you going?
Okay, so what's going on, everybody? Everybody's got so much that they're up to.
Oh, no.
Let's start with Drew. You just got back from Ecuador?
Yeah, so, man, I got some exciting stuff going on. I got to go compete in this tournament in this little town, this little beach city called Mancora, Peru.
Speak just a little bit louder.
A little louder. Okay, so I just got back from Peru. I competed in this great tournament called Flow Ritual. Shout out to my boy Matt Walsh. So Matt Walsh, incredible human being, by the way, one of the nicest guys you ever met. Absolutely philanthropist as well. He's a brown belt under Denny Procopos at 10th Planet San Francisco.
We love Denny.
Yeah, we all love Denny. So Matt lives in Lima, Peru, and he's been down there teaching orphans yoga and jiu-jitsu.
That sounds like an amazing
absolutely
life, right?
free. So that inspired him, like also seeing there's a big growing MMA scene down there and a big growing grappling scene down there. So he organized with a couple people that he knows and got this tournament going. It's a 16-man submission only, EBI format, EBI rules. And I was lucky enough to go and compete and represent USA.
Yay!
And,
Team USA 10th Planet.
And represent 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu. It was awesome. So I got to do that. I traveled around Ecuador a little bit because it's like Mancora is like the very north of the country of Peru. So I flew, like, the nearest airport's in Ecuador, so I flew into Ecuador and had to take a 9-hour bus down.
Oh my God.
And a 9-hour bus back.
Holy crap.
Drew, are these those scary, notorious buses like they have in other countries where they take you through really windy serpentine roads and there's
they're
big
like right at the
drop-offs?
edge of a cliff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those are scary.
some of them get kind of dicey. I didn't really have to
I've
experience
heard of some
anything
of those
too
in
crazy.
Mexico.
Crazy experience though. Like, so coming down, like the bus I was originally gonna take broke down, so I had to take a bus to like a neighboring town, a town called Tumbes. Very, very like low income, poor town.
Do you speak Spanish?
A little bit,
Okay.
enough to carry me. Luckily, I had like a Spanish speaking guide. Shout out to my friend Oscar Mora from Guayaquil, Ecuador. But anyways, so we get to like this neighboring town that's like 3 hours from where we have to go, and we're like, okay, we'll find like a bus. I'm like, okay, we'll find a taxi. Well, the taxi. The taxi is just like some random guy's van. It's like a van that he just tried to cram 9 random people going to the same place in.
Hey, they're trying to start their own Uber.
That's what I mean. That's the hustle.
So they take my suitcase, they throw it on top of the van in this luggage rack. They don't strap it down or anything. They cram 9 people into this van, and it's like, all right, let's go. So for 3 hours, we're like crammed in this van,
Like
trying to
sardines?
get to this little beach city. It was quite an experience, dude, but once I got there, it was amazing. We stayed at this great place called Saigon Surf Hostel, and the surf hostel actually has a little jiu-jitsu academy at it.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's got it's like hut style, like it's made of bamboo stakes with like the palms, roof and stuff like that. It's open air, and then they have like puzzle mats and stuff, but it was like kind of a big space.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go in the hostel, and like the community area was awesome. It was like being at the beach. And then once you leave the hostel, it's literally, a stone throw from the ocean.
Oh
so
my
we
God.
were just back and forth from the beach. People are back and forth surfing.
That sounds amazing.
You meet people from all over the world. We met some cool friends from Argentina, Canada, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru. I mean, it was amazing. Cuba.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay,
It was dope.
I like that near the beach concept. Like our beach parties, you have the water,
Right,
you go
right.
swimming,
Yeah.
you come back, you do a roll or two,
Yeah.
you go back to the water, you
Yeah.
grab a bite to eat.
Yeah.
That
There's
sounds
something,
like
always
perfect
something
life.
to
It
do.
sounds like we should do a
And,
traincation somewhere.
Yeah, it was amazing
on the
because
beach like
it
that.
was like wake up, train, hit the beach, go for a swim, ceviche right on the beach,
Oh,
ceviche.
or you could come
That sounds
eat food
good.
at the hostel, shower, swim, beautiful Latin women everywhere. It was good.
Aw.
It was pretty awesome.
What was the were the hostels like? Were they not like? Were they pretty decent, or were they like what you see in a scary movie?
No, they were decent. No.
Was anybody trying to murder you
Were
or
you-
sell you
yeah.
into slavery?
Exactly. Exactly. Was any of that?
I got unfortunately.
Were you concerned
I
about
wasn't.
any of that?
I wasn't lucky enough to get sold into slavery.
lucky enough.
No, it
Into
was
the
it-
Latin
it
woman
wasn't-
slavery.
Yeah, it wasn't like that at all. Actually, Saigon was really, really cool and accommodating. The rooms all had electricity and stuff like that.
nice.
There's no like hot water, but there's running water.
Was it warm? The weather?
Oh, it was beautiful.
It
It
was
was
like
like
when we were in-
85.
Then who cares?
Yeah,
and
in
there was a
Puerto Vallarta,
breeze.
we
Yeah,
didn't
it was
really
all
have-
good.
Then who
Puerto
cares?
Vallarta
Yeah.
was
It
much
was
too
all
hot.
good. And that's what we would do. Like, we'd wake up, go to the beach, shower, get a stretch on and stuff, flow through some positions and stuff like that, and then we'd come back, swim, and shower.
How
So
can
it was
people
pretty-
find the Saigon Hostel? If they
They're
wanna
on
go?
TripAdvisor, and I think they're also on Facebook. Saigon, PSYGON. Awesome place.
Oh,
Awesome place.
Saigon.
So yeah,
Gotcha.
Saigon. So also the little academy is run by this guy named Chachuchin. I don't know his last name, man.
Chachuchin?
Yeah, and I didn't get the name of the affiliation either. But if you go Saigon Surf Hostel, they have like a little BJJ academy, and they do a lot of no-gi and stuff there too. They do
That's
both.
awesome.
Yeah, they
So,
do both, and it was awesome. It was
That
a great
doesn't
experience.
sound a hostel with jujitsu mats or like
Mhm.
a little BJJ academy
Mhm.
attached to it. Doesn't sound like something you come across every day.
Yeah, it
So
wasn't
is it
very
like
common.
is jujitsu a big thing down there? Like,
So-
is it really that big a thing that,
It's not. I mean, obviously, it's not like California.
or
or
is
the-
this
or
just
the
a
States.
specialized, kind of LA Jiu-Jitsu club type of thing?
Kind
Like,
of. It is kind of like a specialized thing. Now, Peru has a very, very growing MMA scene, as well as Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. There's a guy down there named Tano Fernandez, out of A51 Training Center in Lima, Peru, and he organizes the biggest open Jiu-Jitsu tournament in Peru.
Oh wow.
So he was there actually competing, and his brown belt, Sebastian Goin, was the guy that I competed against in the finals. He was kind of the favorite to win. He had such an awesome performance. He submitted the most notorious, most dangerous MMA fighter in Peru, Josiah Iwasaki, I think was his name.
Is there a big
And,
Asian community down in Peru? Why
Peru-
does it sound like there's a lot of Asian names?
In Lima, there is. There's actually a really big Chinese influence in their food.
Oh,
as well as the culture, yeah.
That's cool.
Don't you remember
yeah.
watching
So you
Anthony Bourdain
and
and
then-
one of the top ceviche guys down there in all of Peru? He's actually Asian descent.
I didn't know that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so there is like a big Asian influence, a big Asian culture down there as well. Another guy in the tournament, his name was Gustavo Nakamura, Japanese Peruvian, and he was awesome. He had a great performance too.
Gustavo.
Yeah.
That's
Nakamura,
so
yeah,
is.
yeah.
I love
Gustavo
that.
That's
Nakamura.
so
Culture's
is that
class.
combination. It's like, what's her name that just fought this
Yeah.
weekend? Valentina Shevchenko.
Yeah.
She's
Which
like,
also
and so
is from
she's like
Peru.
wait a
from-
second, wait a second.
She
So,
fights
up
in
in
Peru.
Peru.
so she trains trains with one of the people I competed against or I competed with in this tournament as well, Bruno Momeni, like the coolest dude. He was the most energetic, like fun dude down there, and he had great matches. He made it to, I believe, semifinals, and he trains with her. And he was telling me about her. He's like, oh yeah, she's gonna fight Juliana Pena. So big, we're really excited. And then I come back, and then she wins.
I
You
did
know,
not
like, so-
expect that.
It was
armbar.
so crazy.
Yeah.
I thought if she was gonna win, she was gonna win
Yeah.
via her kickboxing.
Well,
Because
'cause
kickboxing
that's
right
her. That's her
hook.
wheelhouse.
So
Yeah, you
that's
would
the thing
expect
with her.
a
She's-
submission.
She caught
Yeah.
that armbar, and I was like, "What?"
So at this
she's
point,
got
though,
both ground game and stand up.
yeah,
so.
she was
Sure.
wonderful. She had a great performance. So it shouldn't come as much of a surprise that all these people are affiliated together, right?
Uh-huh.
Like these are the people that are pushing the sport in that country. And it was amazing. It was an amazing experience. Competition was awesome. Luckily, I made it to the finals, and I had a hard fight again against Sebastian Goin. And because I made it to the finals, I'm invited back to the second one.
Nice.
It's going to be in Cusco, Peru. Cusco is the city where Machu Picchu is located.
Uh-huh.
That's right.
They're going to do the tournament. They're trying to do the tournament in this big plaza, this big public plaza. They want to make it this big thing. And it'll be covered again by the biggest MMA, mixed martial arts, jiu-jitsu. They cover all this stuff. The biggest magazine out there. It's called Open Mat Revista. Lucho
wow.
Condiotti runs that. Awesome guy also. True martial artist, that guy. and also by MMA Fusion. These two kids, man, they're doing so well, just trying to build the sport and build popularity in South America. And they have like 20,000 viewers, so it's cool, man. We had a lot of eyeballs on us. We had a lot of media coverage.
Do you know when the next one is?
It'll be sometime in May. There's an open tournament in Lima. It's either Lima or Cusco. They're gonna do the 21st, so they're gonna try and do Flow Ritual maybe a week or two before that. And then we want to get like a 10 Planet Nogi seminar down there to help them get ready for their big Nogi Open tournament May 21st. So that's the plan. I'm excited just to be able to like compete internationally, and like I said, represent my country, represent my affiliation,
and stay at those beautiful beaches.
There's a lot of perks to traveling. You get to see the world. You get to do what you love doing. You get to meet awesome people.
Amazing people.
That's
awesome.
why I love jiu-jitsu. You never know what your training is going to get you or where it's going to bring you. Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Yeah, awesome.
So what's coming up next? You're competing this weekend at Fight to Win Pro in Huntington Beach,
They're
right?
calling
Tell
it
us
Fight
about
to Win Los Angeles.
Ah.
Because it's the first Fight to Win local to LA.
It's not easy to find venues in Los Angeles that are...
As we've learned,
so,
right? We learned
we've learned that.
guys.
It's not easy. It's very expensive. So Huntington Beach is close enough. We're going to get the tickets.
It's LA County.
Exactly.
It's
That's
LA
Los Angeles.
County. It's central to like San Diego, Orange County, and
Exactly.
LA. And this is, Southern California is the hub for jiu-jitsu right now.
Right.
Man. So, so Fight to Win Pro. Very exciting. Shout out Seth Daniels. Awesome guy. I met him this past October in Denver. I took a trip out to Colorado. I got to train with him and meet him and talk with him. He got me on this show. I was supposed to originally fight Brian Travis, who's a buddy of AJ Adizam's. It looks like from his Facebook photos, looks like that's like one of his main instructors. I was looking forward to that fight, dude. I really wanted to compete against like one of AJ's guys.
Yeah.
For the sake of like publicity and like just I thought we could have a lot of fun with it. So they found me a new opponent. His name is Donovan Grassi. I don't know much about him other than he's affiliated with Checkmat and he trains under Joao Assis, who's on the main card against Jeff Monson.
Wow.
Yeah, so that'll be good.
Is he a big guy like Jeff Monson? Is it an absolute match, or how
they're
does that
big.
go?
He's huge. Joao Assis is a big dude.
Yeah.
So
gonna have to work it out for him.
The guy I'm fighting, I took the fight originally with Brian Travis at 165. I'm right there. I guess Donovan Grassi's coming in at like 157 right now. And I told Seth like, yo, I'll come down to 63 or 60 or something, or we can meet in the middle somewhere. And Seth was like, don't worry about it. It's his job to come up. I'm like, okay, either way.
He can go his burger.
If it was already set at that weight, then...
Yeah, either way. I don't really care either way. I just want to fight.
Time to carb load a little.
So I'm looking forward to that. That'll be my professional debut.
What does that mean exactly? Does that
mean
I
have the same
there's prize
question.
money?
There's prize money. Yeah, you get paid.
But you've been paid already. You've won or second place or whatever and gotten money. So
That's
technically,
true, but I haven't been on a show that's featured on like Flow Grappling.
Gotcha.
It's like a really big, wide known show.
Aw,
like,
shit.
everybody
moving
knows. Like you hear Fight to Win, and if you're a jiu-jitsu practitioner, you've probably heard of it. You hear EVI, you've heard of it, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. To me, like that's professional.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I have been lucky enough to win some. Luck, skill, whatever. I've won some money at a couple tournaments, a couple shows. I did Taps for Taps with Nuwaza. And then Submission Showdown was an awesome tournament that paid out their absolute division that I won. But this, for me, I feel like this is my first like super fight. This is my first like big one that's gonna have like a lot of eyes on it. So I'm excited for it. I can't wait. I'm ready. I've been training my ass off. I train a lot. So yeah.
That's
awesome.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun.
Awesome. John,
tickets, cage tickets, or cagetix.com.
CageTix.com. Do you have a code?
I don't have a code, but you can actually put the event and you could put my name, and I'll get credit for it. I also have hard tickets. If you guys see me, I'll be at HQ tonight, or I'll be at Van Nuys probably Thursday. So
nice.
Yeah,
very cool.
Yeah, very exciting stuff.
What else?
I have other stuff going on, like
that you want to share with everybody?
I do. So, a mutual friend of all of ours. Well, first of all, you guys know that I'm affiliated with LA Jiu-Jitsu Club. I live there. I help them kind of run their open mats and stuff. I teach out of there. I teach privates out of there. And I love what they're doing. When we started doing our beach things,
Yeah.
they've always been right by our side
Oh,
doing
for
those
sure.
things. You know.
They're our homies. We love them.
yeah.
Absolutely. So we like to organize seminars there, and a mutual friend of ours, 10 Planet Brown Belt Jeremiah Vance, is scheduled
Oh,
to do.
dude,
yeah.
Jeremiah's got some good shit.
Yeah.
He's he absorbs anything and everything. That guy's just a dangerous
Yeah.
brown belt in the world of jiu-jitsu.
He
Yeah.
really is. He's so good, and he's so unassuming. Like,
Oh, I love that double outside ashi from
Yeah.
the truck that he figured out.
See,
Mhm.
and like
Oh,
people,
it's fucking gold.
and that's like his leg locks. Like we're not even people don't know him for his leg locks.
They
dude.
Right.
throw his rubber
that's what
guard.
I'm saying.
His
He's
rubber
unassuming.
guard.
Yeah.
You know about Jeremiah's leg locks, and he's such a quiet, kind of
His go-go
humble
punch.
guy. And
Yeah.
then he gets on the mat and he's like, roar!
Yeah.
And you're like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
And also a skateboarding background too.
Right.
So,
Yeah, he was a dope skateboarder back in the
Yeah.
day. So, like, let's talk about his personality a bit because
He's a sweetheart.
sweetheart of a freaking guy, one of the
Yeah.
most humble dudes I've ever
very
met.
humble.
Every time I have something going on, he always sends me a message like, "Yo, good luck," or like, "Good shit."
Aw,
or
that's
it
so
looked
sweet,
good.
really.
I was in Peru. He was sending me messages like, "Bro, you had some wonderful exchanges, great finishes. Super proud." He told me I represented 10th Planet well. It was really awesome. So I'm stoked to have this dude out for a seminar. As I was kind of mentioning on Verbal Tap yesterday, it's like halfway selfish for me to want to bring Jeremiah out because I just want to like learn all his awesome shit.
Totally.
But it's going to be a very, very valuable seminar. One, if you want to up your guard game or your leg lock game, or just get a different look. He's the shit, dude. Jeremiah Vance is the shit.
So when is it?
Come check him out. So this will be February 11th, Saturday,
Mhm.
at 6 p.m. So a week from this Saturday. It's only $30 for 2 hours of technique, dude.
Yeah.
So
That's-
at the
that's
LA
amazing.
And then I'm
Jiu-Jitsu
sure
Club.
some like open mat.
Yeah, then
fun
we'll it's
afterwards,
our
right?
jiu-jitsu club, dude. We'll barbecue, we'll open mat. We have a nice cold pool that we like to dunk in after training. if you're game. But yeah, I just really wanted to hype up Jeremiah Vance, dude. He's just an awesome human being and a great jiu-jitsu practitioner. And please come check out his seminar. You can direct message me for more info on that, or we'll have it all up on the LA Jiu-Jitsu Club page this week.
There you go.
Nice.
There you go. Check it out.
Nice. Babe, or Jonathan.
Babe's fine. Everyone,
In case anybody was
babe.
wondering,
Everyone
hasn't figured it out
in the
yet.
jiu-jitsu community, just call me babe. I'll get it.
Jonathan and Donna are married.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
One of my
Jonathan.
favorite couples.
Yeah, babe.
Oh,
Babe.
thank you.
Babe, so you've been working on creating some strength and conditioning
Mhm.
stuff for all of the mat therapy listeners and all of our. We like to call you guys our crew because you're like our homies.
Yeah,
You're
you
not
guys are
just-
you guys are
yeah.
family. It's
It's true.
extended
Yeah.
family in all regions and all stretches.
So tell everybody what you are starting to do with your strength and conditioning because for anybody who doesn't know, I know I've mentioned it before, but he's a strength and conditioning coach and he's really good. He just started my new strength and conditioning program strictly for jiu-jitsu and it's crazy pants. It's so good.
So I first got started in strength and conditioning about 15 years ago. Working in gyms, being inside gyms, obviously having a big influence on me, but I wanted to think more outside the box. I'm not a huge fan of just going to do benching for chest or
Right.
squats for legs or pull-ups for back.
It doesn't make much sense for the functionality of jiu-jitsu
It doesn't.
because we're not always
Right.
like this.
Yeah, we're not always
like
in a
this.
fi- in a
Give me
in
your
a
leg.
fixed
Give me your
position,
leg.
pushing a body directly upwards. The bodies move every which way,
Yeah, absolutely.
and you got to work as much pull as you do push. Holding positions, obviously you got to work your clinch game.
Sometimes it's different angles you're doing things at. Like you're not
Tons of
pushing
different
straight
angles.
up.
Especially
You're
for
Yeah.
pushing.
See,
You might be
so-
on your side trying to push someone
That's
up.
true.
Exactly.
The clinch aspect is interesting because that's like it's not specifically no gi, but I feel like that's very, very like more attributable for no gi because we do rely a lot on the clinch.
Mhm.
We don't have those things to grab onto
It's true.
and hold on to. So we
Yeah,
need
so
that
having
squeeze.
like specific grip strength with your hands, that's great for gi, and that's one of the things that I include. I use a lot of ropes, kettlebells for actual grip strength, but one of the things I'm trying to emphasize is that clench where you use your wrists and your forearms and your arms to hold a position, because when you're cooking someone, you got to cook them for a while.
Yeah.
You can really get tired
Oh,
Sure.
for sure.
doing so.
Sure, let's explain cook real quick.
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
those that don't know. what we describe as cooking somebody. Let's say you're like on top of them. Let's say you're in a mount with like a head and arm control, and I just want to start grinding and ride him out. Right? We want him to get tired because we want him to give us arms or necks or whatever.
Yeah, Becky does that with her.
That's the
And
cook.
considering
Head
that,
arm triangle.
and considering that, I don't know what you're talking about, man. And considering that person on the bottom that you're trying to control is also like trying to squirm out. They're trying to break their way out. So you're trying to settle
the
their ass
bodies
down.
don't stay in a fixed position.
Right.
You could even try to hold them there, but they're going to try to get an arm loose.
Sure.
They're going to try to get a leg loose,
Sure.
and you have to figure that out. You have to know when to stop or when to keep going. You got that submission so
Yeah, of
close.
course.
When to sit and just cook them and put all that.
So
pressure.
I vary reps, I vary weights, I vary different pulling and pushing techniques.
Mhm.
Awesome.
So and if I can, I try to use as much of my body as possible and not so much an ornament. I like to work with other bodies doing strength and conditioning. I like to do
Awesome.
just very outside the box thinking that's conducive to jiu-jitsu itself.
Yeah.
You
That's
know,
awesome.
maybe even
Very
a lot of
cool.
people don't have access to a gym.
Sure.
I'm somewhat
you're-
blessed. I have a facility in my office. I
And
call
you're
it. So
knowledgeable, you went and you sought the education
Mhm.
to learn how the body moves and stuff.
But
That's
you're also
awesome.
making
That's
it a
so cool.
point to find things that are just around normal households too to
Yeah.
use as weights. You don't
Oh,
have
yeah.
to have the
Our
gym.
big bottles
You were
of water.
using the bottles
Yeah.
of water the
So
other day. A
good.
lot of people have
know,
those, and they can
make use out of anything that you
Yeah.
can find, anything that you can use for leverage or resistance of any type.
Mm-hmm.
Even in your own body, you can create a good and decent exercise program with just your body.
right.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah,
Awesome.
totally.
I have a good segue.
Oh, please.
Yes.
Go.
Right? I have an
Segue
awesome
away.
segue.
You
So-
can't say segue
so-
and then segue. You
So
have to just do it.
speaking of clinch, right? Talking about clinch and grip strength, there's a guy that we all train with that has some of the most incredible grip strength or clinch that I've ever felt for 135er.
Who?
Okay, Giovanni Martinez.
Well, Giovanni
Yeah.
Martinez
Gio-
is an
Holy
anomaly in the
shit.
world of
He's a
jiu-jitsu.
freak.
Right,
and
excellent
there's
control of his body.
all
People
the puns
think-
intended. He's a freak.
Yeah,
seriously,
he really
is.
he's a
Reason
freak,
why
dude.
he's
He's
the
a
freak show,
jiu-jitsu
yeah.
freak. I mean, but people know that, like, oh, he can move well and he's comfortable upside down on his head and shit like that, which is all
Seriously,
true. But unless you roll with him, you really don't understand how fucking strong that dude is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It is crazy.
Well, he's got a
His
crazy
grip
command
strength-
of his body because of his jujitsu. I mean,
Because
his
of the b-boy.
the
The
b-boy
b-boy,
background.
yeah.
I
But
mean,
that makes his
great.
that makes his pressure and his clinch feel that much stronger, though. I mean, a
His
135-pound
clinch
guy,
is insane.
you think, well,
Insane.
I could maneuver, I could do this, I could do
Yeah.
that, but the truth is, you really can't until you felt a clinch like that.
It's
You really can't.
insane. And he's small, like, dude, he's 135 pounds.
he doesn't
Bro,
walk at 135, does he?
Well, maybe he.
No.
he
Oh,
probably
he
walks
stays
somewhat close,
He
I
walks
would
close
say.
to
I don't
it,
think
but
it's
he can
much
pass
higher.
I
it.
bet you
Yeah,
he
it's not
walks
much
around.
He's always in good
40
shape.
maybe.
He's always.
Either way, dude, he's
I
you
would
know,
say in between.
he's a
those two.
featherweight, and his clinch strength is insane. And if you're a fan of Gio Martinez, you should come to our Mat Therapy Beach Party
That's right,
on
because
March
he
4th.
is going to be doing our seminar.
He's going to
there.
do our seminar.
Yep.
March 4th, Mat Therapy's back in action with our beach parties that you guys love so much. I'm really stoked because the weather's been shaping up.
I know,
really,
if
really
it
nice.
stays
It's
like
been
it's
nice,
been the last
70
couple days,
degrees in the
it'll be
afternoon.
golden.
Okay, speaking of weather,
But that
Um,
never happens here.
so
We're just gonna
if
keep
you've
it.
seen anything of my social media, you'll know that this weekend Lila and I are going to teach 2 women's self-defense
Oh,
seminars
awesome.
in New York City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, awesome, but yeah, let's talk
Yeah.
about the weather.
I am terrified because people are like, oh, like everybody that I talk to who spends time out there, lives out there, whatever, they're like, oh, it'll be like in the 30s. You'll be fine. And I'm like, no, that sounds freezing to me because I'm a wussy
In
ass
the-
California girl.
In the 30s, you'll be fine. There's nothing fine about that.
Ladies and gentlemen who are married out there, if you and I'm gonna say this and don't get mad at me, but we live in constant different temperatures in our bodies. If it's above 60 degrees, I'm hot. I'm sweating. I can't stand it. If it's below even 75, she's freezing.
Okay.
And
that's
that changes the dynamic of the way we sleep, the way we interact.
Interesting.
It's weather. It's not necessarily environment or anything. It's weather.
There are guys out there that like it a little warmer, so we'll just look. I'm like her, so just
women are like
know
women. All women get
that
cold
this is
body.
how it's going to be.
Just a theory.
I think
The
it's a
only
regional
reason
thing
that
too,
I-
though.
The only reason that I get to keep the house warm is not for my benefit and my
The
comfort.
dogs.
It's because the dogs like it warm. And that's why he's down
I
with
saw
keeping
that
it
one
Then-
warm.
coming.
That's the majority rule. Then I get it. I'll do. I'll
It's
do
for
anything
Mango.
my
It's
dogs.
for that one right
Yeah,
now.
it's specifically for Mango.
The little
That's
scarf
funny,
behind his
dude.
neck. That's the reason. That's it. See, there's a little face.
She has my heart. She has my heart.
Yeah,
She
she
does.
does.
Yeah, that's
He-
hilarious.
Yeah,
yeah.
when she
She's a
came
big
to us,
old wuss when it
So,
comes to that one.
like, tell me about New York though. Like,
Okay, I'm
what's
super
the plan?
excited.
Yeah.
So we're doing 2 women's self-defense seminars, and it came about in the most awesome way. A video that never got released that I'm really bummed, but I was hired to train. It turns out the Playboy Model of the Year,
Oh, sick.
Eugenia Washington.
Washington.
She's gorgeous,
No big deal.
obviously.
Duh.
Anyways, I was hired to train her for a video.
And
She's
Mango,
snoring with
everyone.
her eyes open. How does she do that? She's 10 pounds. Okay, so I was hired to train Eugenia for this this really cool video, and she had the concept was basically date rape on a campus,
Wow.
and then the artist
Which
decided
is
not
pretty
to
common, I'm
release
sure.
the song. But what I trained her for and what I got to choreograph was a fight scene between her and her rapist as she's getting revenge on him. And it was really
Nice.
fun and cool, and now nobody's ever going to see it, so I'm bummed out. But the producer of that video is releasing a line of lingerie, but it's not like lacy bras. It's like sports bras and things that are meant to be seen underneath clothes, and it's supposed to be all empowering for women, and it's called St. Rita Downtown LA.
Cool.
And her and her partners are from the Fashion Institute in New York City. So instead of throwing like a cocktail party to launch their line, what they're doing is they're having Lila and I come out and do a women's self-defense seminar because they're all about women's empowerment.
That's awesome.
Apparently, St. Rita, who they named their line after, is the patron saint of all things impossible. So it like goes
Wow.
right
I
in
love
line.
this
That's
all
so
this
cool.
Right?
the time.
Yeah,
That's
It
great.
goes, it goes right in line with
Wow, that's
women's
so cool.
self-defense and what we're all about empowering women and making everybody feel like badasses. And so, well, you guys know me. I figure, well, since I'm out there, we should probably do another one because we're in New York.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
so,
Absolutely.
Through a friend of a friend, I found this woman who it turns out perfect. She has a boot camp fitness center in Brooklyn,
What's
and
her name?
her name is Asia Davis. And she's an activist by herself. Like, she's been at the marches, and she went to JFK when the president put the immigration ban on.
Right.
And she's like constantly organizing women and like doing all this stuff to empower them and other people that she cares about. And so we got in touch through a friend of a friend, and she was like, yeah, you guys sound totally in line with what my business is all about. Let's do this.
Wow.
So now on Saturday, so the one with St. Rita downtown LA is a closed private seminar for the ladies that they are reaching out to. On Saturday, anybody can come. It's $30 for 2.5 hours with Lila and I, which
That's
is a
awesome.
steal.
That's a steal.
Yeah.
The stuff that we teach and we go over, we talk about just the energy that women carry with them and how that can make a difference. I'm 5'1", and you know, when I walk down the street, as far as I'm concerned, I'm Wonder Woman. Everybody knows that. I literally, that's how I see myself and think of myself. And then when I see myself in the mirror, I'm like, look,
no, on your arm.
Yeah.
Your bracelet.
look, no, Wonder Woman. But that's how I see myself. Like, and I'm always
Yeah,
surprised that I'm like, oh, I'm 5'1". How did that happen? Anyway,
That's so
we
cool.
talk to women about that, and then we do some things like wrist breaking and choke defense, and then we get down into 10th planet techniques because Eddie really wants us to focus on that guard work is the most beneficial self-defense for women in a worst-case scenario position.
Absolutely.
You have
worst
these,
case scenario.
totally, right. You
Yeah.
have women who, Kita actually had a great conversation with a woman one day. She was like, what would you do if some guy had you pinned down and he was in between your legs? And the woman was like, I guess I would just be fucked. I'd be raped.
Totally.
And so we get to tell women, no,
Hell
That's
no.
where you become the most
Yeah.
powerful. Like,
Yeah.
hell yes,
You get to
please
choke a
get him
motherfucker.
between
You
your
can choke
shoulders.
him, you can break his arm, from
Break
there,
your
you
arm,
can
yeah.
fucking do
Yeah.
so many things.
So
It's
Yeah.
great.
We're
That's
just super
awesome.
stoked to be able to
Yeah.
bring this
Oh, I'm
to
already thinking what I
New
would
York.
do
To New York.
sometimes.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's so cool.
It's
that you
that
have the
choke, the
opportunity
choke
to
that
do
I would get at, I'd be like, yeah,
Um,
come at me.
I
Right.
think
Come
this
at
is a
me.
good opportunity
Come
too for
hug
like
me.
for listeners in other states and stuff.
Yeah.
If obviously you know a woman or two or
Mm-hmm.
100 that could benefit from a program like this, so if there's an opportunity for Donna
Maybe
and Lila
Matt
and
Therapy
Becky,
can start
yeah, I
start
mean,
traveling for some
dude,
women's self-defense.
hit us up. Obviously, we're willing to travel to do it. Like it's
Yeah.
it's about people and
Well, hopefully
you know
we'll
it's
figure
about
something out
community
with
and
Arizona.
that would be
And
that
I
would be
feel like a
awesome.
lot of women too don't know how to approach the situation
Totally.
either.
Yeah.
I feel like they have a different notion of what it is, what self-defense is.
Mhm.
Maybe they don't have a notion of even what jiu-jitsu or anything like that is.
Yeah.
But every woman has a right to feel that type of power
Yeah.
Absolutely.
when they're walking down the streets, to feel comfortable and
every-
safe,
Yeah.
and to know that they have this absolutely confidence-boosting exercise and techniques that they could
Tool.
use.
It's a tool.
It's there for life, and you keep
Absolutely.
improving it, and it gets stronger and better, and hopefully you'll never need to use it, but it's better to have it.
Well, and it makes
Absolutely.
you feel better. Like, I can't tell you the feeling of watching the women come into class, and you know they'll come in. Half of them are strangers. Maybe a couple of them came together.
Mhm.
And for example, we had this woman come in to one of our seminars a couple months ago, and she's probably in her 50s, I think. And we do some hip bump stuff and some like oompa type exercises, and she was like, I can't do that. And I was like, oh yes you can. You can move your body. You can
Yeah.
totally do this.
You're just not used to doing
So
it. It's
we
first time
showed
doing
her
it.
right. We showed her what to do, and she sent somebody flying across the room, and
Nice.
the look on her face, I was like, that is what I'm talking about right there. And just watching the women
Instant empowerment.
come to life throughout, like in our 6-week programs, but even in a 1-day seminar, like showing them how much power that they have in their body right now without having to get taller, shorter, skinnier, fatter, whatever. Like all the power that women carry in their body right now, watching them realize that over a 2-hour period, like I'm such a wuss. I cry almost every
it's-
single
it's
seminar.
absolutely
It's one of
life
those.
changing.
It's one of
Almost
those
every seminar.
intangible things that you kind of live for. You know, one of those like the feeling, the experience. You know, it's interesting. Not to like go off topic and stuff, but I got a phone call this morning from an old employer, and we were talking, and he's like, "Oh, how are you doing?" I think he was kind of trying to get me to come back, and like, you know, I made the decision to like leave the 9 to 5 working world to do jiu-jitsu full time, and one of the main reasons I do that is because like I get to teach a lot, and watching like your students, watching people just like flourish is one of the most rewarding things
It really is.
ever, and like all the money in the world doesn't amount up to that.
It really is.
You know,
Yeah.
like, helping people, and it's just an amazing feeling.
Yeah. When I get
Yeah.
text messages or pictures from my kids, and they're like, "Look, coach, look what I did," or like, "I did this," and I'm like, "Ah!"
I'm
Plus-
just thinking about like just that what you said about a woman say, you know, what's going to happen to you if you're in this position.
Right.
Like all I'm going through my head right now is like all the things that I would do. I'm like, God,
Totally.
if every woman would just know that like
That they're super powerful.
there's so many things like just
Yeah.
I mean, this is also kind of considering that whoever the attacker is not
We
familiar,
actually talk
which-
about that. So we try to be incredibly realistic and let the ladies know. Well, first of all, you're not going to become experts in this 2-hour seminar.
Sure,
with us.
yeah.
absolutely.
Secondly, you know, in the event that you get attacked by somebody who is well trained, this is like what we're teaching you is negated. There's a point where the weight is negated. Like this is not 100% foolproof information. Even if Lila and I were attacked or drugged, our training
that's
becomes.
yeah,
Yeah.
Jesus.
But
That's true.
it's realistic. And here's a really scary fact that I don't know if men are aware of this, but most ladies are hauntingly aware of this, is you are way, way, way more likely to be attacked and raped by somebody that you know
Yeah,
than by a
that's-
stranger.
Yeah,
So-
that's common knowledge of what I found is
Yeah.
anytime someone is accosted or assaulted, it's someone that's been watching them for
Yeah.
a very
no,
long
no,
time.
you're misunderstanding.
No,
She's
it's
saying
like
like a friend.
it
or
would
like
be
somebody
like
Well, that's what I
someone that
mean.
I'm friends
That's
with.
what
I'm
that's what I'm
not
saying.
trying to throw
Well,
you
Is
down.
these
But
are-
I'm
these
saying
are
like
people-
someone that I'm
Sure.
just friends with.
Right, no,
Like,
I understand that,
absolutely.
but what you're missing to what I'm saying is these are people that see you all the time.
yeah.
They're watching you. They see you. They know you. They become
That's-
very close to you.
Yeah.
And they find when you're vulnerable.
It
That's
kind
when
of
they
it makes
attack.
sense because they probably it makes sense because they probably have the most opportunity, right?
Well, of course,
Because you already
and,
trust
and
them.
most rapes, and I don't think people realize this, they're about opportunity and power, not so much about sex.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's control. It's
So here's
controlling something or someone.
Here's a scary thought that I've had every time I'm at one of the, we're doing one of the women's self-defense things, and we talk, and you guys talk about that. You guys talk
Yeah.
about how chances are it's going to be someone that you know. And with all these women that are usually in the class, more than likely the people that they know aren't training because they're just getting
Correct.
into it themselves. They've never
Yeah.
done it, or they're just not really that involved in this world. So the people that are closest to them, chances are,
Right.
aren't people that are trained. But then I look at us or I obviously myself
Mhm.
and think about it. Who are the people that I'm closest with? If
No,
if,
it's
if
true.
this is true that the person that would attack you is someone close to you,
Look at Team
the
White Army.
people
That's what
that
I
are
was just
in my
about to
life,
I don't
say
care.
that.
I will call them
I
out,
was
and I'm
just-
not a fan.
I
the
was
people that are
just
in my
about to
life,
say
the
that. I was
people
like,
that
look
are
what happened at
closest
Later
to
right
are
now.
all trained. So
Yeah.
I just have to
Yeah.
train harder.
And that's a
because
shitty
if I'm in that
situation.
fucked up
If you are
situation-
trained,
Yeah.
what the fuck gives you? I mean, you don't have the right anyways to accost or hurt anybody. But if you're trained, you should have more reason not to.
Absolutely.
You should
We're
be
martial
protecting
artists here,
people.
you know
Yes,
what I'm
I
saying?
think
Like,
it's
we
your
practice like
your
this.
right and obligation if you're a trained person to not do that, not be that type of person.
Absolutely.
You should
Be a good
protect
human
people.
being.
Seriously.
I know it has nothing
Yeah.
to do with
Yeah.
training.
Yeah,
It's
being a
just
person.
be a
But that's what I mean.
be a
Like
decent human.
Yeah.
you should know better.
Oh.
You should just know better.
Anyway, so
Sorry,
that's why
Nico.
Lila and I are out
Come
there
here.
because
Yeah,
we
yeah,
want
yeah.
to empower women.
New York.
New York. That's why we want to
Yeah,
empower
absolutely.
women.
Again, like if anybody.
Apparently, there's some kind of football game going on this weekend.
Oh
which,
yeah, Super Bowl.
what?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I've heard
So,
something about it. I don't know.
Oh, the
So-
World Series.
so
yeah,
Sunday
yeah,
Oh, is it
morning-
the World Series?
Yes.
Okay.
All
It's
of
not the
you-
finals?
All of you LA local jiu-jitsu practitioners, Sunday morning I'm planning a little polar plunge in Malibu Canyon Creek.
What?
If anybody wants to wake up in the
Explain
morning.
what you
Wait
mean
a
and what you're
minute.
talking about.
How cold are we talking
Does
about?
it not
Gonna-
sound like
I
what
don't
it sounds
know.
like?
I mean, it's not like below zero. It's too cold for you girls
Polar
for sure. So
plunge.
you guys can sit
I
home.
might do it. I might. I'll check it out.
I'll be in New York freezing my tootsie out.
She'll be in a weekend of a polar plunge.
Yeah, we're gonna take a hike up Malibu Canyon Creek, and then there's this cool little like pond creek area, and I'm sure the water's freezing, so we're gonna jump in for recovery. It's also a cool little team bonding exercise. If anybody wants to join.
I like that
I like
part.
that.
Holler
Yeah,
at
team
me.
bonding.
Hit me up, dude.
Holla.
I will not be able to attend. I apologize. Not because of any football games or basketball games or
But
baseball
because she
games.
didn't do anything
cold.
cold.
Because it's too fucking cold.
No, actually,
Look, you
I
don't
like.
have to jump in. You could come for the hike. You
See,
can come-
exactly. I would totally do that.
You
I'm
come and
just
just
saying,
hike with us.
regardless, I cannot. It's my little brother's birthday.
Oh, cool.
Oh, how old's the little brother?
How old is he?
He will be 15.
That's a good
Aw.
age.
Awesome age. I
So-
love
That's a great
15.
age.
I gotta go hang out with
15
him.
and 16 were awesome.
And
So
then,
I'm
and then the
being
next.
licked to death over here by Mango, who likes my salty skin.
Ew.
She does that all the time. If you have lotion on, forget about it. It's impossible.
I'm not even wearing any lotion either.
Gross.
And
That's
then-
cool.
So my brother turns 15.
Does
Aw.
he train jiu-jitsu yet?
He doesn't. I can't convince him.
Why?
I've tried. I've brought
Here's
him.
what you do.
He comes to my tournaments, everything, and I can't get him to.
You
fucking try it.
just engage him one day, like you're
Just
having a
start
family.
beating
Start
him up?
choking
Yeah,
him.
just start beating him
Just
up.
choke him out.
I
Yeah.
have choked him. I've choked him plenty of times. I can't.
Okay.
Anyway.
That's cool.
So anyway, his birthday's Sunday,
Cool. Happy
Fol-
birthday.
followed by-
What's his name?
followed by I get old. His name is Adrian.
Yeah, when's your
Happy
birthday? It's coming
Adrian.
up.
That is the day after my brother's.
Ah, Mondays.
Wow, interesting.
Sweet.
Monday's
Alright,
birthday.
Oh, you
happy
want me to make it more
Time
interesting
that.
for you, Jonathan?
Let's
Sure.
let's coincidentally more interesting or just interesting.
My brother's birthday is the 5th. I'm the 6th. My dad is the 7th.
Oh,
Ah.
that's coincidentally
You see?
Well, okay.
interesting.
But
That
my
is
dad's
very
not. But
coincidentally
my dad's not his
interesting.
dad. That's the only thing. But
Gotcha.
it doesn't matter.
But
But
still, though,
you're
I mean,
connected.
I'm connected to all of them.
3 birthdays all in a row
Mhm.
like that. You're
My
the-
family does that. I have my aunt and my grandfather are both September 28th, and then my cousin and my uncle are
We
September
have that in my
29th.
family too. We have tons of
Yeah.
same birthdays.
They're all like that.
I don't have that in my
works.
family, but in my community, I have that. Eric Campella Cruz,
Oh,
I
yeah.
believe, is a couple of days before or after me.
Mhm.
Alan.
And
Alan Juban is, I think, a
What
day
day
or
are
two.
you?
I'm the
He's the
26th of
26th.
November.
One of them's the 25th and one of them's the
And
27th.
Omar Ocasio Ted Planet Lombard.
Oh shit. Shit.
He's around there too, like within a couple
No,
of days.
they're all like
There's
very.
another person
in a-
that we don't have to mention.
Oh, really? Well, then why'd you bring them up?
Because it just falls into the same time.
So obviously there's a lot of us, and we can only have so many birthdays. So
Actually,
by
people
proxy,
don't know
we're gonna
about
be close at some point with somebody.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
Guys, can we talk about the beach party?
Let's
Yeah.
talk about the beach
What you
party.
want to talk about, Drew?
I'm very,
Dude.
very psyched for it.
The fact that Gio Martinez is gonna come truck the
I mean,
world
yeah.
with us.
Gio Martinez, $50.
Oh, can I
2
say
hours.
this? Wait.
Uh-oh.
I don't have dates. However,
However,
I've talked to some people about some more seminars this year.
Oh, snap.
I'm just gonna throw some names out there,
Uh-oh.
and then we'll set some dates later on. Tony Ferguson
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
and
Tony.
motherfucking Hanato Larange
Oh,
is
snap.
going to give a mat therapy seminar
Oh,
this year.
snap. Can we
Okay.
work out like an Alan Joban seminar too?
Yes.
Is that something we can
And
do?
Alan Joban, you're gonna get like 99.9% women. To
Yeah,
that
right.
seminar.
Wait.
Guaranteed.
Alan's one of those guys that even dudes are like,
even guys look at him and they're
Can,
like,
can I say?
"Yep, I get it."
When I
No
was training
argument
Alan Juban for a couple of his fights before UFC, anytime he would walk into the gym, if you've ever seen Boogie Nights, do you remember Philip Seymour Hoffman's character the first time he saw Dirk Diggler in a sex scene? He's just like,
the air would get sucked out of the room. Alan would walk in, men, women, everybody in the gym would be like this.
Oh shit.
Everybody just stops what they're doing.
well, it's awesome because they got caught peeping some Alan Juban.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's
Shout
out,
honestly
Alan.
one of the most humble and
Yeah.
kind-hearted and
nicest
sweet
guy
people
And a
ever. I remember
family
you
I've
guys,
ever met.
And a
Great
family
family
man.
man,
I remember
great
you guys
husband.
invited me to his house to watch UFC, and
Oh, yeah.
dude, one of the sweetest guys ever, man.
Right?
Invited
He's very
me to his
welcoming.
home, super cool
Oh,
dude.
you know
Yeah.
what? I could eat
Yeah.
the shit out of right now.
What?
Chocolate chip cookies.
Chocolate. I knew chocolate was gonna be.
I don't
there
even know
somewhere.
where
I don't
that
how
came
I
from.
knew.
You know
I'm
what
sorry.
happened?
Is it?
I was like,
She got upset at me for not stocking the house better with chocolate because she ran out. I'm like,
Wait,
well,
no, because I'm
have some
dieting down.
stash.
Are you? Good.
And she eats the stashes, and I'm like, well, get extra
She found the
stashes for your
stash.
stashes. And
Yeah,
she eats
he
the
goes,
stashes for the stashes.
You can't know where the stashes are.
That's what I said.
I mean, other
Oh.
yeah.
So good
Oh,
husbanding
yeah.
101.
Exactly.
Keep
Duh.
extra stashes for the stashes that your wife or your significant other doesn't know about.
That's funny.
True.
And come out with
Exactly.
flying colors. And
That
you
way,
look-
when
I,
she says, "I want chocolate," you can be the fucking hero. Go get her a piece of chocolate for your stash. Don't let her see
Dude,
the
I
stash.
could Clark Gable the situation and be like the
See,
gallant hero coming in with chocolates.
you get laid so much.
See, because here's my theory. When we're at the
Kind
grocery
of already
store,
do.
I'm strong. That's true.
We need to get into that.
I'm like at the grocery store. I can be strong. I'm like, no. I don't need it.
I can have that at
I'm
home.
getting, I'm getting my weight down for competition this year. It's working. We're doing a keto thing. But then,
Put the
some-
chocolate.
yeah. And then when I don't have a weak moment, then I'm just like, but I want some. So I'm just complaining about
So look, guys. When you come to the beach party, make
Oh, yeah,
sure you
that's
bring
what we were
plenty of
talking
chocolate for Donna here.
it. Wait, okay,
And Becky likes chocolate. Oh, coffee too.
before we
Coffee
get back to the
chocolate.
beach party,
And
what's your
coffee.
favorite cheat meal?
My favorite cheat meal?
Yeah, give it up.
Meal, snack,
But
Yeah.
meal or snack.
I feel like I really have to think about this one only because, like, I would say In and Out,
Okay.
but I feel like that's still like,
There's better cheat meals.
yeah, I feel like that's not like the worst that I can
This
do.
is a good
That's
question
just
to
like,
think about. Like, if you ask me what my favorite band is, I probably couldn't tell you right now because I like a lot of different kinds of music.
Sure.
Like I like a
You
lot
have
of
to
different types
give-
of food.
you have to give me a genre. Like,
Uh,
if I'm gonna pick a band,
Mexican
cheat
food.
meal.
Mexican
Cheat
food.
meal.
I'll give you my
I
like favorite
know.
cheat snack:
Okay.
Oreo cookies.
Oh.
Oreo
That's
cookies?
disgusting.
Oreo cookies.
Oreos
I-
are fucking
what?
gross.
I like an
No.
Oreo
Down.
cookie.
They
Oreos
taste
are
fake.
so bomb, dude.
They taste fake. They don't
They're
even
so
taste like
Face
cookies.
tastes
good.
fake. They're delicious.
No.
Dip them
I'm
in-
with you. I
dip
think
them
3-1.
in
I
vanilla
like.
almond milk.
Oreos are nasty.
You're
I like-
outvoted
I like,
on this
I don't
one.
give a
I'm
shit.
sorry.
They're
Kind of like
nasty.
pineapples on
Are you
pizza.
the
Disgusting.
double stuff or just the regular?
I just the regular. I feel like double stuff's a little too much.
No.
Too rich, huh?
A little
I'm
too
with
rich.
you on that. A little too rich with the double
too-
stuff.
All right,
But I'll
I'm
take
over here on
regular
double
Oreos,
stuff.
regular old Oreo cookies dipped in vanilla almond milk.
Gross.
I'll do
Okay,
vanilla almond milk.
That's cool. That's a
A little
precise
more
snack.
sugar. That's my cheat snack of choice.
This is
Okay,
such
that's
a
like a
difficult
dessert.
question.
What's
Meal.
your favorite cheat dessert?
Dessert? Oh, I'll kill a thing of ice cream.
Ice cream's good.
Ice cream's a good go-to.
Gelato.
Cheesecake.
Oh,
I'm a big,
give me-
I'm a big
Dude,
cheesecake fan.
Yeah,
Dude. Oh,
I like
man.
cheesecake too.
Give me a gallon of like some
Kind
like
of fancy,
chocolate
like
chip cookie
gallon?
dough.
glass of wine.
Fuck, I'll fuck that shit
I
up.
like that. So like a
will
really
fuck it
fancy.
up.
You treat yourself. It sounds like
Yeah,
you have
I
like a
do,
really
I do.
fancy
I do.
cheesecake.
I mean,
You have it
assuming
set
I'm
out all
not full.
nice.
Like if I'm
Yeah,
hungry, I
give
can
a
glass
do
of milk.
something.
Oh,
I get sucked in
okay.
at Whole Foods because Whole Foods has like the cured meat section, and I'm a big fan of prosciutto.
Yes.
And then I'll get like prosciutto, and then I'll like the dates are right there, so I'll get a big thing of dates and prosciutto and like
Some cheese?
some sugar. Yeah, some
Ooh,
Yeah.
like a charcuterie board.
Yeah, kind
Proper.
of.
Yeah,
Oh, I
I
love
get
charcuterie
that.
boards.
Those are the
I would
best.
just
That's
dive
the
into
best.
something
That's
and
the only
anything.
thing most
Drew
expensive
pampers
than
himself.
appetizers.
You gotta pamper yourself.
You gotta
Make it
treat
worth it.
yourself well.
Treat
you know what I'm
yourself.
saying?
Treat yourself.
I know yours, but what's your favorite dessert?
I got like a billion different things that I like to eat, but first I want to say I like a burger and fries from Clinch downtown LA,
Cool.
Santa Monica
Plancheck's bomb, dude.
locations,
Plancheck's
Good.
good.
Fairfax as well,
We go there
and
a lot.
Viking Pizza
Really?
They
in
do like
Glendale.
pop-ups there too sometimes.
I could eat a whole Viking pizza. Now there's that whole test
Viking.
where can
that's
you really
right.
eat a whole
Viking is
pizza?
fun.
Yes, I can. I could eat a whole
believe
18-inch
you.
pizza, eight slices to it. I could eat it in one sitting and still have room left over for dessert.
Yeah.
So my
Impressive.
desserts, I'm a huge fan of
Fucking
the
goals.
pretzel. They have the peanut butter inside the pretzels.
Oh shit.
Oh.
You get a big jug of those at
Oh,
Costco.
I know what you're talking about.
By the way, I'm cutting weight for my.
Why are we talking about food?
This is what people do when they cut weight. They talk
It's
about
cool.
it. They watch videos of
Yeah,
food.
it's not that bad.
Okay, we can
actually.
get back to
I'm
jiu-jitsu.
really, really
Sorry, I was
close.
just
I'm
curious
really,
what
really
I'm gonna be fat
Because I was
forever.
thinking about cookies.
This all ties into jiu-jitsu. It's fine
All right.
That's true.
in some way or
All right, let's
another.
talk about the beach party.
Yeah, so
I feel like we've tried like 3 times.
yeah. So I'm really excited about the beach party because it's gonna be the first one of the year. Out of all the event pages we made from last year to now, I think we have the most interest. To
You can
date.
thank me and Becky and the podcast for that.
Big
Oh.
thank you to the Matt Therapy Podcast.
Hashtag hair flip.
And LA Jiu-Jitsu Club, who's been putting in a lot of promotion for
That's
us.
true.
I know you guys don't like him, but Verbal Tap too.
I just heard I feel like he's less than reputable.
We're
I'm
gonna
like-
have him come on the podcast,
Yeah.
just so you know.
Yeah, he's gonna.
We're
come
just
on.
gonna have it out
Yeah.
He's,
because I mean,
Might
You
turn
guys
into a
know,
role.
look, I'm Team Matt Therapy all day, but Raph Esparza is my friend. Shout out Raph Esparza.
We love
whatever.
him, actually.
You're,
We'll
yeah.
give-
you're
we'll-
a good human
we'll let
being,
him
man.
have that.
He's good people. He is.
that's fine. Everyone's leaving me
You guys-
here. I see how it is. Double stuffed Oreos.
We didn't
left
discuss
with
this,
your
but
own.
yeah, we left
Did
you
you guys
behind
see
on
my
that one.
meme that I made?
Raph?
You guys stop talking
Oh.
over each other.
Raph?
We don't have mics.
I'm not on board with what they're saying, just so you know.
But I did make a
So-
really funny meme of Joey Fody of the Jiu-Jitsu podcast.
I saw that.
Who was also on Net Therapy. If we can maybe like show this a little bit, I thought it was hilarious
I
because
mean,
Joey and Raph have like an ongoing shit talking extravaganza.
his attitude in that picture, I feel is accurate.
Yeah, right.
It's accurate.
right.
Your attitude is accurate.
Yes,
Listening to Verbal Tap, like I thought it was hilarious. I couldn't resist.
that's good.
But yeah, so we're doing the beach thing. Like, thank you everybody for promoting it and stuff, and it's cool to see so much interest in it.
Dude, Geo seminar is gonna be
Gio Martinez
awesome.
seminar on the beach in Santa Monica, California, on a beautiful day. You really can't beat it. And then the very next day is EBI.
What
Yeah,
up?
it is.
Right.
EBI.
Oh, you know what's also the next day? That has nothing to do with any of this, but exciting for Becky, because
Uh-huh.
we all know. Tom DeBlast seminar in San Diego.
Tom
Oh,
DeBlast.
very cool.
Shout
Make
I
the
out
saw
Tom
your
DeBlast seminar.
your Facebook anniversary.
Our friend-iversary.
Your friend anniversary.
Yeah. we had a
So, like,
friend-iversary
honestly,
the other
I
day.
took a Tom DeBlast seminar, and
Why? Obviously.
Yeah, I feel like there's a but or like,
but
See?
But why was it obvious?
I'm sorry. Maybe I phrased that wrong.
I think you started that off sounding very negative already.
Obviously, you love Tom DeBlast very much. I took a Tom DeBlast seminar. I was less than enthused. I feel like it was a team thing because there was a lot of 10 Planet people there.
Mhm.
I feel like he held back a lot. I hope you
Really?
don't have to experience the
Is it
same
like
thing.
not wanting to share like
are you
what
gonna
his
go?
school does? Like
Yeah.
when he trains his school, is that why you
You
think?
miss
I
EBI?
feel like
The seminars
he
are
kind of just like shied on showing a lot of technique. Like he showed like one leg lock entry. He showed like a very like basic pass. Not that.
Well, I mean,
so,
how many
so,
things
wait,
do
Not that there's not value to what he showed. Obviously, he's Tom DeBlast. Don't get me wrong. Like
Mhm.
I respect him as a martial artist, as a coach. I think he's very accomplished. I just, I feel like there was a lot more he could have showed a room full of high level jiu-jitsu practitioners.
So in a
Interesting.
2-hour seminar, how many? Because I haven't really gone to a ton of seminars. Now that I think about it, like I go, obviously I'm part of the Women's Self Defense one, and I see how much.
Yeah, but we go over super basic stuff.
Right. No, I get that, but how many things should somebody teach in a 2-hour seminar? Because I mean, ideally, you want to have time to teach something
and then have them drill it.
Give them time to drill it, and answer questions.
A good example of that was the seminar that Ruben Rivera did for us
at the beach.
At the beach,
Mm-hmm.
I felt like he taught like a lot of different techniques, entryways, and different scenarios, and then applied that where you had an opportunity to apply it.
Well, what was cool about what Ruben did was it all kind of flowed together. Like he started with one technique, and then the second technique went, everything tied in.
But shouldn't that be how a good flowing seminar does?
Yeah, I think it should be a good flow. I think you learn more from that.
Like you teach chains, no?
I think so, but some people do it differently. Some people are like, oh, I have this really cool leg lock entry, and then I have this awesome arm bar, and then I have this like really cool pass. You know what I mean? I think it's subjective. I think it's up to whoever's teaching the seminar. So you definitely want to have drilling time to learn all this stuff from guys like Tom, but Tom's not very accessible in California. So do you want him to show a bunch of stuff so you can just kind of like...
Or do you want... Well, I mean, there could be, do you want him to show your signature stuff? Because I've seen a million Eddie Bravo seminars, and sometimes he teaches what you expect him to teach, which is
Twister,
rubber guard, and then sometimes he comes in and teaches what we're working on at HQ, and if I were a person who had never gone to an Eddie seminar, I'd be like, no, I want
the truck and the electric chair.
Yeah,
but that's kind of rough. I mean,
that makes sense.
But you have to think of the person. Like, Eddie's doing seminars almost every weekend. Tom's doing seminars every fucking.
They're constantly traveling doing
week.
seminars.
You got to change it up. I mean, it's kind of like a musician. They have to change up their set list because they will go fucking crazy.
Well,
if it's
what about this? Would it be a good idea, or would it be out of line to have the people that are going to take the seminar choose?
Yeah,
like,
totally.
I know Eddie Bravo.
You would never have.
I would
never do that. I don't think that's a good idea.
What about no?
I wouldn't. If I were to go teach a seminar somewhere, I wouldn't want somebody to tell me, because you have to come in prepared to teach what you're going to teach.
Absolutely.
Unless the person booking the seminar says, I would love for you to focus on
right.
So Jeff Glover just did a seminar at Van Nuys a couple weeks ago, and he came in like stoned as shit. And he was like, "What do you guys want to learn?"
And I'm sure some people are like that.
That's another cool thing to do. Like, so, people pay to take the seminar. What do they want to learn? What do they want to learn from you?
It's probably up to the person who's teaching. Like, Jeff Glover is a completely different situation than Gio Martinez. Like, some people might go to a Gio Martinez seminar and say, please teach us the truck because you have so many entrances to the truck.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
I'm expecting him to come into the beach.
We can
to
probably
truck
have a conversation with him.
But yeah, we haven't had this conversation.
I mean, you never know what other... he's such a jack of trades. Yeah. You never know what he's going to come with. And I think that's... I guess maybe the mystery to it is good allure. You're going to learn something.
So my personal preference, like, honestly, like, I don't care what you want to teach as long as you teach it with passion.
Yeah.
Right?
I like that. That's good.
I want you to be into it.
I like it. I like it.
I need to go to a seminar of someone who's got, like, killer arm triangles.
Dude, your coach has a fucking killer arm triangle.
I really do want to go and like
straight battle with her fucking arm. Like yesterday,
dude,
she had me deep in an arm triangle, and
I don't know if anybody knows that, but Eddie Bravo has a pretty notorious arm triangle.
Yes, he does. What are you talking about?
He teaches the underjack a lot, the chopping block stuff. Yeah, but
we had a battle yesterday. I was like, I'm not tapping into this shit.
And I was refusing. I was like resetting up, and she'd get like an arm through, and I'm like, nah, fuck that.
That endurance to keep that clench on for as long as you can, because eventually you got to wear that other person down.
Yeah.
If you want that submission, and sometimes you got to know when to abandon it.
Yeah.
You know, if it's not there, otherwise you're going to gas out your arms.
I'm stubborn.
Sure. So back to the beach party real quick.
We're never going to finish this conversation.
I know. We got to wrap it on the...
I'm stoked about it, like I was saying, because we have more interest than ever. I want these things to be huge.
Yeah,
I want them to be super huge. I like
it.
Wait.
What is your vision for huge?
Like, I want 1,000 people on the beach training jiu-jitsu.
How are you going to get all those mats?
Badass,
Look, That gives
artistic
just-
sunshade.
you know what
That's
I
a good
see?
problem to have. If you have that many people interested in your whatever you're doing,
Dude,
that's a good problem to
with
have.
tons of
We'll figure
food
out.
for free.
just you
and,
saying
like,
that like stresses me out for
massages
the math. I'm
and,
like,
like-
Hey, if your dreams don't scare you, you were not dreaming big
big
enough.
enough, right?
There we go. That's
Right.
a good
Look,
one.
Eddie Bravo wants.
It's not mine.
wants
Fucking
EBI.
Jonathan dropping the inspiration
Right.
I think
quotes.
Absolutely.
Confucius said it, or
Listen,
Abraham Lincoln or
Eddie
someone.
Bravo wants to fill the fucking Staples Center with EBI.
alright,
You know how many people can fit in the Staples Center?
lots.
A lot.
It's on its way.
20,000?
It's on its
No,
way.
more,
25,000?
more, a lot.
There- I
No,
feel
it's
like
20,
the
25.
sport of jiu-jitsu is really growing a lot now. Whether you practice it, whether you're just enthused by watching it, I think the sport of jiu-jitsu is growing really, really, really rapidly right now.
You know what I see
know
for the
what?
beach parties? Is that we're like flying to, I don't know, Florida to have a beach
Yeah,
party.
so
on the
that would be
weekend.
pretty
coming
cool.
Or
soon.
to, I
That's
mean,
ideal.
obviously it's got
Coming
to be a
soon.
beach city, or maybe it could be a place like Chicago,
Where
and it
are we
could
supposed
be
to get
lakeside.
maps for all of you motherfuckers
Well,
with this?
we'll figure it
That's
out.
a good
We'll
problem to
figure it
have.
out. We'll
We-
figure it
figure
out.
it out.
So listen, when I was in
Fight
Peru,
to Win Pro is like every weekend practically
Yeah,
somewhere.
And he drives like a semi truck filled with all his shit.
He's figured it out.
When
We'll
I
figure
was-
it out. There's places that'll rent us mats everywhere.
when I was in Peru, they asked me like, "Hey, we'd love to do something like what you do in LA on the beach here. I'd love mat therapy to travel all over the world and do
So
that."
that would be awesome.
If we get partnered up with a local academy wherever we're trying to go, we can find mats.
Let's do it.
We
All
can
right.
make it happen. You know what I mean? We might not have to lug them.
You know,
in some-
I'm excited. This sounds awesome. I'm just immediately my brain goes to
How are we gonna
how
do
to
all
make
this?
this shit
Don't-
happen.
That's me and
Alabama
Jonathan for it.
Alabama
That's, you know what I
has
mean?
some
That's what
schools
we're
that
here
are
for.
near the beach. We can, there's
Me and Jonathan
We'll
run the
figure it out.
events stuff, and we'll take care of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Listen,
Yeah.
rest
Yeah.
assured, you
Yeah.
come to a mat therapy beach party, you're gonna have the time of your life.
Yeah.
There's
That's true.
They're
nothing, you know.
Don't
but
worry
fun
about
and
asking
love.
friends.
Don't worry about the stress behind the scenes, the eye rolling and all that stuff. It's gonna
No,
work
we're-
out.
we're
You
happy-
just
we're-
have fun. We'll take the
Look,
stress.
I'm
We're happy to
active.
have you
The
guys.
show will always go on, and I will always put on a good show, no matter how stressed I am before we push
Yeah.
play, or whatever.
The
That's
show will go
thing.
on.
And
The show. Will,
Example number 1.
And just,
Today.
and just to remind you guys, like the whole beach party thing really is a project of passion for us.
Yeah.
Donations are welcome.
yeah.
But
To
it
be
is a free
clear,
event.
Matt Therapy's not making any money off of
You know,
anything right
Yeah,
now.
don't
Yeah,
listen to
anyone
Eddie
else that needs
Bravo
us.
and when he says using all that mat therapy money, there's no mat
There
therapy
is
money.
no mat therapy
We got
money.
shit.
We're at Donna and John.
Hence why we're doing the podcasts in our office, in our house.
It's
So.
shitty audio.
It's not that shitty.
It's
She's
pretty
so,
bad.
can somebody
But-
tell her to stop being so hard on
pretty
her
But
audio-ness?
we love jujitsu. We love the community. We love you guys, and you guys are loving what we're doing. So we want to keep doing it.
Yeah, we'll keep doing it.
Yeah,
We'll
we'll
keep
keep
doing it until
doing it.
something happens.
So we can't do it no more.
Right. Bexington,
Yes.
what's new with you? What's going on?
What's new with me?
Huh?
Let's see. We
You're
finished.
not-
We got through the
I thought you were
the
telling
beach
me-
party.
Wait,
Wait,
got-
wait,
we
I
got-
thought you said
we
not
got-
finished.
So I said we finished. We
Like,
finished.
shit.
I was surprised.
I'm starting a new strength and conditioning thing
Ooh.
today.
Fun.
See how that works out to help with this dropping to 125 for the EBI qualifiers.
What do you weigh right now? Is that rude to ask a competitive?
So
Not a teammate. It's not rude to ask a teammate.
I feel like
Yeah,
people
we're
ask
both
me all that
cutting
all
down.
the time.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
it's part of what we do. It's part of the game. So
No, we're both cutting down for the
he threw
qualifiers.
it for himself. He
Yeah.
threw the thing for himself.
Are you
Yeah,
training with them, Becky? Do you have a game plan? Or I mean,
So what do you weigh?
you can keep anything
I'm
secret if you
around
like, but
135,
And you're cutting to
136,
25.
125
Okay.
in May. I'm guessing sometime in May.
I was
So,
135
Guessing?
this morning,
Or your goal?
which is why I'm thinking about chocolate chip cookies.
Well, for EBI qualifiers, 125.
which,
That's
by the way,
Same
that
weigh-ins.
EBI qualifier for the ladies is going to be
it's
intense.
going to be.
If you've never seen women grapple, oh my goodness, you are in for a treat.
Well, I tell
And
you that
competitive as
And
you
Bex
ladies
is a
are,
beast, dude.
every
Like,
fi-
don't
wait,
make
I'm
no
doing the
mistakes.
qualifiers,
So-
too.
Oh, and Donna's a beast too.
Dang.
Wow.
Can't let a girl
Wait,
have
you
a
guys are
compliment.
competing- are you guys competing against each
they-
other?
they may have to.
Yeah.
it's
Well, you'll be on
possible.
the same side of the bracket.
It
Probably. I
depends.
think
We're
that's
not
fair.
making the bracket.
It's
yeah.
all 10th planet, so it's not.
We're going against
Oh,
all
yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
the
yeah.
qualifiers are only 10 planet people. And speaking of the
That's right.
qualifiers,
That's right.
we're doing the 170 fight companion. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, that's gonna be dope.
We'll be
I'm gonna
doing
there
that,
just to
Dude, that's a
spectate.
That's
stacked
So
division.
I don't know what
Stacked.
time it's going to be at, but February 12th, there's going to be an EBI 11 qualifier.
Mhm.
and that's
So
what
that's
we're doing the
to
fight companion
determine-
for.
That's
Yeah.
to
the day
determine
after Jeremiah's
the-
seminar.
Yeah, to
Oh,
determine.
right.
Shh, all of you. So a qualifier to determine the second 10th planet guy for EBI 11. Donna and I will be there doing a little fight companion
Mm-hmm.
to partner up with it.
I will be there like Michael Jackson from the Thriller video, eating the popcorn and watching.
Can we bring out the card? You guys know who's all on it?
For the qualifier,
Yeah.
I don't
There
think
was
that,
a card up, but some
Is
of
it?
it's changed. So
Yeah.
yeah.
PJ Barch is one of them.
Yeah, I heard
right?
PJ
Nathan
Barch,
Orchard's on
Nate
there.
Orchard.
Nathan Orchard.
Campella.
Wow, dude.
Campella.
Campella.
Wow.
I mean, it's gonna be
Heaters.
it's gonna be
Yeah.
killer.
There's some
Nate
big
Killer
hitters
Harris.
on
I
there.
think Nate Harris
No,
is coming
he's-
out.
No.
He's not coming
He's
out?
out.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
He's not doing it.
Ah.
But no, there's gonna be
But
some
still.
killers. on
Lori Karpinen,
That's
a
right.
new
Oh,
10 Planet
Lori,
Black Belt, will be out
dude.
here. And
Yeah.
if you've never rolled with Lori, not only will you get a lesson in jiu-jitsu, but he would just murder you.
Yeah,
I
He's-
could see.
he's
I could
got
see
fire.
him being one of the
Yeah, he's
got heat.
top, one of the
He's
top
got
guys.
heat.
I'm saying
Yeah.
him.
Nathan.
I have to look at the
Wow.
list, but just from what we talked about, I say him and Nathan.
Yeah,
I
and then the
mean,
women's
I don't know.
Don't
Fire.
sleep
qualifier.
on PJ. PJ's like.
No, PJ's like,
coming
it's-
up.
Yeah.
yeah,
But
he's
And then-
Nathan Orchard, by
he's
far-
killing the competition.
Nathan Orchard, not just because like I'm 10th Planet, all the way around.
Well, this is all going to be 10 points.
Nathan Orchard, but I'm just saying like specifically Nathan Orchard is one of my favorite all-time guys.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
When
Absolutely.
I
Hands
was
down.
at HQ when Nathan showed up as a
Mhm.
white belt Ronin,
Oh, really?
and just we were all
Sorry,
like,
Merkin, dude.
who the hell is this guy? He was coming in, and everybody was just like, what? He went from white belt to, I feel like, brown belt within a 4-month period.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's-
So-
Because-
and-
because
What
Eddie
kind of
phenomenal.
natural bullshit is that? Like
Even
you're
as-
just
some people
born.
just have that
I
natural
mean,
ability.
Wait, to be clear, the skill that he had, he came in with the skill.
Yeah.
That's why he advanced so quickly, is
Mhm.
because Eddie couldn't deny what he was doing on the mat.
That's actually a common thing. Like our good friend Johnny Ho, who trains out of 10th Planet West LA.
Johnny Ho.
He decided to start training in the gi, and he went to Tsunami. And John Iwano asked him to put on a white belt, and he was wearing a white belt, murking dudes, like putting
Can I
dudes.
just say
in
that
the,
I hate
in
that word?
the, sorry.
Merkin? I've never
So
heard it, but it does sound
He
terrible.
was killing guys. He was putting guys in the twister and the gi and doing all sorts of crazy stuff. And people were going up to John like, this dude's not a white
He's
belt.
not a
bro.
white
He's
belt."
not a white
Changes colors of his
And
buttons.
he ended up getting his purple belt like very shortly after, a few months. And then like a couple months later, he ended up getting like 2 stripes on his belt.
Wow.
So it's a common thing where like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? If you come in with some game, with some skill, your coach will
your coach
probably
can't deny it. You can't
Yeah.
be like, oh,
He'll
you're a
bring-
white belt
he'll bring
tapping
it
out
up.
brown belt.
Yeah, I mean that's
You know
your
what I
that's your
mean?
ability. You deserve that rank. You've
Yeah.
earned that rank
Gi, no
rightfully.
gi, different affiliations. People do things differently,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
that's still.
I mean, I get making them still go through the ranks. Like
Sure.
Brent Littell, when he went down to Gracie Baja and started
Mm-hmm.
training in the gi, I believe he went down to purple belt because he was
No,
a black
blue.
belt.
Blue.
Did he go blue?
Wow.
Yeah, Brent Littell started
Okay.
over at Gracie Baja as a blue
Yeah,
belt.
and now he's
Damn.
back to black belt,
And
but he
worked his
advanced
way up to
incredibly
black.
quick.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Got his
would
black from
imagine.
Eddie, went to Gracie Baja, they gave him a blue, and he worked all the way back up and earned a black belt.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you can't deny when I mean the proof is on the mats. You can't
Yeah,
deny
Proof
it.
is
sure.
in the pudding?
There's
Yeah.
there's no lying
In
to what your
pudding.
rank is.
I
If,
know,
if
right?
you're a competitor in that
Sounds
world,
like it.
or even if you just do it recreationally, your rank's gonna show, like
Yeah.
in your roles, like in your knowledge. You
Yeah.
just you have it or you don't.
Yeah.
The mats don't lie.
And they don't.
Yeah.
That is true. That is
But
true.
yeah, Nathan Orchard's a savage, and that 170 card is stacked.
Yeah.
Is Phil Schwartz
So
doing it
you
as
guys
well?
are gonna Facebook Live it?
We
Or
are
you're
going
just
to.
gonna
I'm
do,
sure it'll
like,
be-
the,
It'll probably be a
Well,
Facebook
podcast
Live.
thing.
Yeah, probably.
And
Awesome.
We'll probably Facebook Live it. We're
We have to
definitely
do it
doing a
live.
podcast and a fight companion to it.
Awesome.
And then for the ladies card, since you and I will both be competing at the qualifiers, YouTube will probably
Yeah.
do
You
it.
two will be manning
Yay.
that commentating.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be exciting.
Oh.
That's gonna be exciting. So me and Jonathan,
That's happening.
Me and Jonathan are doing a mat therapy podcast
Yeah.
takeover.
I think every once in a while you guys should do a podcast.
Take over.
That'd be cool.
Don't you
I
think?
like
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
that'd be
What
tough.
about like a live podcast while we're rolling
I don't think Rap
on the match
Esparza
while the
would like it
cameras?
very
I
much.
don't know about that.
But
Well, we're gonna start doing fight companions for like fights that the other fight companion people don't do.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna try and hopefully the next time Boogie does one of his
oh, isn't he
Oh,
in it too?
Combate?
the ultimate his ultimate mat
Yeah,
warrior.
Boogie
Oh,
is in the
yeah.
qualifiers.
Yeah.
No, wait, no, he got
He's
an
in
automatic
the
spot.
He's
He's in the show
Stop
because
talking over
he.
each other.
Boogie's in the show. He's not in the qualifiers.
That's my
Yeah, he's in.
Boogie's in EPI.
Yeah, he is in EDI.
He is.
But no,
March
he
fifth,
does. He's been
downtown
doing
Los
his
Angeles.
tournaments down at his school in San Diego.
Which would be
Called
so
the
No,
Ultimate-
it's not downtown LA.
No?
No, this one they're doing a new location, and I don't believe it's the Orpheum. It's somewhere east of LA.
Oh,
What?
cool.
You say don't talk over people.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Interesting. But it is going to be central to Los Angeles.
Wait, so hold on. EBI is not going to be
EBI
in
is not
downtown.
Correct. I
Orpheum.
think the next one is not at the Orpheum. It's somewhere in El Monte, I think.
How come?
I
That's
think
weird.
for this one they're just trying a new location and then
That's
they'll be
weird.
back at the Orpheum. I'm not. That might not be. That might not be official. It might not be the truth. Don't listen to me. I don't know anything.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Either way,
What the hell was I saying?
I'm
So-
stoked for the show.
Yes, this
And
one.
we might.
I hate all of you.
There might be a Matt Therapy merchandise table if we can ever get some merchandise. So
It's in the works, guys. Thank you for being patient with us. I promise you, it's in the works. But if you've ever dealt with retail, you know that trying to make it as perfect as we can for you guys, because we love you guys. We want to put out a good product,
it's true.
something that we really believe in. So it takes time, and we want to make it well. So that's why we keep going back to the drawing board and trying out new things and sizes and everything like that, so that you're happy in your Matt Therapy gear.
We're working on the rash
Yeah.
guards right now.
Nobody wants to wear a rash guard
I
and
don't-
have it pull here.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think I've ever pre-ordered a rash guard, and they say, we're gonna do pre-orders until this day, and then this is around the time. It's always pushed back.
You know why? Because
Always.
rash guards are the biggest pain in the ass.
It's
What I
never
hear.
nothing
No
ever comes
two
out on
fit
time.
the same. I swear, different companies
crazy
make
pants.
different rash
Yeah.
guards,
And
and they
it's
do
not
not
even
fit
just-
the same.
And it's not even just clothing. I mean, that goes with anything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Construction always falls behind for something. Like
Yeah.
the shit, you shoot for a certain amount of time, but it
We're
doesn't-
trying.
It's not
Just some-
perfect.
Retail's tough, guys. I mean,
Yeah.
again, if you've ever been in retail, you know it's a tough.
Apparel,
You
yeah.
know,
Did you have something
Alright.
else you wanted to talk about? Beth?
Yeah, what? Go Becky.
Did we
Go,
not-
Becky.
no,
Go,
that's
Becky.
it?
I was the commentating thing, like the things that we're trying to plan out. That's
We're
all.
trying,
I know.
but I think we're working on some stuff, but we're not going to announce anything officially until it
Well,
happens.
nothing's official.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that we're
Yeah.
working on.
Matt Therapy, we've been putting our minds together and trying to think about other awesome events that we want to do for you guys this year too.
And how to
Mhm.
make things better.
There's a ranch.
What we're already doing.
Yeah, like the beach party, it's all about experience for us. You know,
Yeah.
we want to create an awesome experience. My whole goal is to get you to walk in the door, look around, and be like, "This is
Yes.
sick."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's what I
There's a
want.
ranch. We might be able to do another traincation. I'd like to do another cruise. Maybe head down to a beach retreat somewhere.
Sure.
Yeah.
Didn't we talk about well, this wouldn't work. 'cause
Cruise is shit.
It would be
It's
too
the cruise
close.
already set up
I
and
hate
it's
you.
gorgeous, so
Yeah.
that would be
I
awesome.
hate you.
I'm sorry. I love you though.
you guys are
We're
like so
friends.
brother and sister.
I hate you.
What were you saying?
We talked about doing a cruise to Cuba.
Oh,
We
But-
did.
Which
the
is
problem
allowed now.
it is. The problem is that if it's anything like a cruise to the Bahamas, it's like half a day there. So it would be. I don't
Okay.
know what those
We did a
cruises. I don't know what those cruises are like. Like the Bahamas, you take a cruise for half the day. You get there by noon. You leave early in the morning. You get there by noon, and then you choose to stay in the Bahamas for a day, 2 days, or you could just stay for a few hours and take the afternoon cruise back.
Oh, I
Well,
see.
when we
Something
did the
like
10th
that would be
Planet
kinda cool.
cruise, it was a 5-day cruise, and
3 day.
no, babe, it was like 4 or 5 days.
We were on the boat for it. No, I feel like it was 3 days.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, we
promise.
can figure this out
Because-
some other time. What?
No, listen. No, I wasn't because there were 5 black belts on board, and they each did a seminar each day.
Mhm.
Oh.
There wasn't 3 black belts.
All right,
I
so
planned it. I know. Anyway,
husband and wife problem.
so we went on the cruise, and some people chose to get off at the stops,
Uh-huh.
and some people chose to stay on.
They were like, "Fuck it,"
because
the cruise.
it was my first planning an event, and I had that schedule packed every single day. Like they get up, there was a yoga class,
Yeah,
and there
you
was
did.
a seminar, and then
You got to ease up on these people
Yeah,
next
yeah.
time.
so we did a yoga class, we did a seminar, we had lunch, and then hung out a little bit, and then they came back, and then Eddie did a seminar, and then we had a dinner together, and then events after dinner. So like I'm telling you, they barely, and people are
I
like,
mean, it's not a bad idea to have that many things scheduled because not everybody has to go to everything.
And some people
you
do.
know, some
Yeah.
people can choose to go to the yoga thing. Some
Yeah.
people can choose to go to the open mat. Some people.
Good
Yeah.
point. If there's something going on, every moment, then it takes away from you having to just sit around and do nothing.
right.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
And you
cruise
don't
is
have to go
you're
to
traveling,
everything.
but you're just kind of sitting there doing nothing. Oftentimes, it's just eating. So if you have something,
Drinking
every
sitting
other
by the
hour or
pool, what's
something.
wrong with
Yeah,
any
I
of
didn't.
that?
I didn't
Seminar
schedule any
routine.
time for that
because that's not what jiu-jitsu is about. is
Thank
sitting
you.
around and
That
drinking.
wasn't what.
But they can make that time for themselves.
I
They
know,
can
but-
skip a class and go sit at the pool.
Well, that's
Yeah.
why I had the schedule packed, because you
Yeah.
could choose not to come. But I
Sure.
feel like if somebody was paying me to be on the
Mhm.
cruise,
You-
I had to have something for them to do the whole time they were there.
Right.
Of course.
So if we do
Absolutely.
another cruise, it'll probably be like that again, and then you can choose not to come to a seminar if you want. But
Sure.
why would you want to miss a black belt seminar?
Listen,
Yeah.
you're a grown up. You can do whatever you want to do when you're on a cruise. You could take the seminar. Don't take the seminar.
I have,
You
an,
could
I have
eat,
ideas.
you don't
We're
have
gonna
to
talk about
eat.
this cruise thing right now. Afterwards.
Oh,
Whatever you
give
wanna
us some
do.
ideas.
I have thoughts.
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
After.
You don't want to share?
Not yet.
All right. All right.
Awesome.
Sorry.
So that being said, like we want to do some big things for you guys.
Yeah.
in
We're
the near
working on it.
future.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Thank you
Promise
for
it's
your
gonna
support.
happen.
Is that my lipstick on Oscar? Did I kiss him? Probably.
That's the devil.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging out
My
with us,
little
guys.
boyfriend, Oscar.
We have some audio equipment coming, so
Mhm.
sorry for the way we sound.
And it was
I
nice
have
meeting everybody
I have
too.
some
Don't
shout-outs
don't be a
if you can
stranger.
do
Okay. Shout
Yeah,
outs.
cool. I have a
forgot.
few shout outs.
Do it.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, I want to shout out a couple new sponsors for me. One of them is Akana Westing. They do healthy edible alternatives. So if you're into if you're into edible cannabis and you're into health and fitness like we are, and you don't like to eat brownies and cookies and gummies and all that shit, that's probably really bad for you. Akana Westing is a new brand. They make coconut oil, organic coconut oil, and they
I
make
have some. It's good.
raw almond butter, and
I
it
was told I
is
was gonna get some to
bomb
try.
as shit. It is so good. So hit them up at
I'm not even
Akana Westing on Instagram. I also want to shout out one of my new sponsors, Asgard 503. Awesome little company out of Portland, Oregon, and we were talking about like some Viking shit earlier, but yeah,
What
so
are they?
it's like a Nordic style MMA jiu-jitsu clothing company.
They have the shirts that say Viking as fuck,
Yeah, they have
which
those shirts that
is
say
rad.
Viking
I
as
wish I
fuck.
was a Viking so I could wear a shirt.
They also have a cool T-shirt that I have. I actually gave it to a kid in Peru because he liked it so much.
Aw.
No, I'm sorry. I gave it to guys in Ecuador. I'll talk about that. But anyways, it says, "Don't hate the player, hate the leg game."
Nice.
And I gave that to my friend Fernando Ibanez,
I really like
who
that.
I wanted to
actually.
shout out, out of 10th Planet Guayaquil, Ecuador. So, like I said, when I went to Peru, I had to travel to Ecuador first. That was the nearest airport. And I trained at 10th Planet Guayaquil for a couple days. These dudes were so freaking accommodating. They're judo black belts, legit as fuck judo guys. They're purple belts in 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu. They were super supportive. They're all about 10th Planet. They told me anytime I'm there, like, I have keys to their gym, like,
That's awesome.
it's my house. So they were super cool.
Damn.
So shout out 10th Planet Guayaquil, Ecuador. Follow them. Avram Cohen, who's an avid Mat Therapy listener. I just wanted to shout him out because
What up,
he's-
Bobby?
Yeah,
What's up, Bobby?
Bobby's super supportive, man, and he's always shouting us out and liking our stuff and sharing our stuff. So I just wanted to shout him out. Cassie Stratton, a student of mine, who's
Aw.
also a big Mat Therapy listener.
Didn't she just get some stripes?
She did. She just got some stripes, and she just got her first stripe.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Don't
And-
stop.
Yeah, don't ever stop. Don't ever stop. Keep it moving. And another student of mine, Sasha Rakeman, who got his second stripe on his white belt last night.
Nice.
Very cool.
And,
Congratulations.
yeah, dude, he's like super passionate, die hard, crazy flexibility. He's gonna be an awesome rubber guard player one day.
Nice.
Nice.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for your support and listening, and we love you guys.
Betsy?
Yeah. I'm going to give a few other shout outs. Sean Marshall, who just created those awesome Wonder Woman,
Those are cool.
Donna as Wonder Woman and me as Harley Quinn, which is pretty
From
fantastic.
Jiu-Jitsu Frequency. What up, guys? Thank
Yep.
you.
Up in the San Fernando Valley, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tom Holstrom from Finland. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. Who else we got? Matt Curl from Riverside MMA. He came by the.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
go
yeah.
see him and do a podcast at some point.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
came down to the tailgate party we had at Bellator last week, so
Yeah.
that was pretty cool. Also, Drew Clay and Mike Hoffer. Thanks for all the love and support and stuff.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
And we're working on some stuff, guys. I know we keep saying it, but we are. We're trying to make Mat Therapy as cool and as big as possible.
As
so.
you can see, the ideas are all there. We're just trying.
Yeah.
We're getting it.
We're
We are
working
working
on
on
it.
it.
We're
I
working on
promise you, we are working on it.
Yeah.
It's
But first, the audio will be better as soon as we.
you and the
Yeah.
audio.
It's driving me crazy. It's just driving me crazy.
She's a perfectionist.
On
Well,
that
when
note,
it comes to audio, for sure, because
Yeah.
obviously that's
Yeah.
part of your career.
that's right.
So
All right.
And then I'm gonna mention our sponsor while we're at it. How about that?
That's a great idea.
Isn't it? Next Gen Therapeutics. You can find them at the $5 Tape Club. It's the number $5tapeclub.com. And they have some awesome ice packs that also double as heating pads, depending on how you choose to use them. But they're pretty amazing. They've got tape. They've got all the things for your jiu-jitsu recovery needs.
They have cauliflower ear treatment.
Yep. But you can use the code MTP10 and get 10% off of your entire order at the $5tapeclub.com.
Whoop, whoop. You can also go to our Patreon page, patreon.com/MattTherapyLife, and that'll help pay for equipment and everything will go
To
towards
keep us
making
going.
Matt Therapy better.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Tell everybody
events,
where they can
the
find you
things.
on the things, all the things.
You can find me on, there's BeckyDominguez.com, which is there. I do things on it sometimes, but I'm on, Facebook. I'm just naming it after Facebacks. Facebacks is at Bex and Violence. Same thing with Instagram and Twitter. So at Bex and Violence.
Cool.
Nice. Drew?
At DrewJitsu10P on Instagram, Facebook.com/AndrewMurillo.LA. That's pretty much it. Or you can hit me up through LA Jiu-Jitsu Club.
And all of our Instagrams are on MattTherapyLife.com. I don't know if you guys knew that.
I didn't. Fancy.
Put it on. Babe.
You can find him
Shagnarok
at Babe.
on Instagram. That's SHAGNAROK. Shagnarok on Instagram. Also, you can email me at john@matttherapylife.com.
What is
I forgot I have
Shagnarok?
Shagnarok
I've
is.
never known.
I think.
feel like
I think
it's probably
Mike,
some heavy metal bands.
Nah, I think Mike from Asgardware would appreciate this. So I'm a huge fan of Norse mythology. Anything Norse mythology, I'm like such a huge fan of it. So Ragnarok, I always like the concept of Ragnarok. It's basically the last battle, between the gods and the giants and men.
Mhm.
And shag obviously is the
Sexy
pejorative term for sex in England. So they shag. You like to shag. We had some guys from London over here. I'm sure they like to shag. So you combine shag with rag, Shagnarok, and it's a swinging party at the end of the earth.
All right.
So it's fun. It's kitschy.
We're not swinging.
Nor am I. I'm just saying. I think it's a cool concept. Instead of fighting at the end of the earth, you swing.
You swing.
Come on, guys.
Hey, look.
It's all love.
No judgment to anybody who is. That is your thing. I support you doing your thing. Just to be
Just
clear,
not ours.
we're not. Okay, go to Matt Therapy Life. You can find all of our Instagrams there. You can go to Donna Gonzalez, or you go to 10planetwomen.com. I don't know where the
Can
camera
you talk
is.
faster?
No, I cannot.
She's trying to get it out.
We'll see you guys next week. Peace out, bitches. Sorry about the
Yeah.
sound.
Bye, everybody.